Okay, Tao. Well, welcome to our class. As usual, this is our today's topic. Can you tell me what is the topic of the class?
Is a questions of sport.
A question of sports. That's right. And let me ask you a question. I have a question for you. What is your favorite sport?
My favorite sport is badminton.
Oh, badminton? Sounds very
Yes.
good. Mine, let me share this to you. My favorite sport is baseball. Here in America, we play a lot of baseball. Do you know how to play baseball or have you seen people playing baseball?
Uh, I think no.
You never seen people playing baseball? Well,
Yes.
later I'm gonna show you. Well, let me show you here. Let me just take a minute to show you. It's a very nice sport. I am gonna show you here real quick. So, so this way you can see it. So look at this. So I'm gonna show you just some pictures over here. Then we go back to the lesson. So you see, that is baseball. So one launches the ball, all right. One pitches the ball, and the other one backs the ball. I love baseball. It's a nice sport. Here in America, we play a lot of baseball. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's just start with this presentation, with this class. Okay,
Okay.
the question is the topic is a question of sports, and the first question I ask you, all right, was what was your favorite sport? And then you told me that is badminton. Badminton is the sport that you play like this, like
I
uh, like similar to football or volleyball.
mm, think no.
How do you play badminton? Can you tell me?
Uh, you have uh
Okay,
idea
do they use their hands or they use their feet?
is a fit.
Is it similar to football?
No.
Okay, so I'm gonna show you something.
Mm,
So look at here. So we're gonna be going over your favorite sport.
yes.
So look at here. This one. Okay, it's kind of like tennis, all right? So that is badminton. Well, I don't know if you can see it well. Well, actually you can't. But it's kind of like, like it's with the hands, right?
Yes.
It's a nice sport. I know I identified the sport. So now let's start with the class. Okay. So here I want you to look at the photos. So then let me ask you something. Can you name these sport people and their sports? Do you know this or those popular sports people?
I think no.
You don't know them? So
Yeah.
let me show you their names. So they are very popular. The number one, do you know the number one or do you have any idea about the number one?
No.
The number one, this is someone very popular here in America and also in Europe and also across the world. All right. His name is Lionel Messi. All right. He's very fast. He runs very fast. And actually, when he's playing, he's one of the best footballers. All right. So then, as you can see, then over here, I would like you to help me. All right, with their description. I am gonna say the name, the number, and then you're gonna tell me their descriptions. Okay, number one. The number one is Lionel Messi. He's one of the best footballers of the world. He's from Argentina, but he
Uh,
plays for the Barca for the Barca team. Or last time was playing for this one. Okay, so the first one is
Leonor Messi.
Lionel Messi. And what about Lionel Messi?
Uh, Lionel Messi is a footballer.
Very good. Lionel Messi is a footballer. And what is the second, number two?
Uh, Usain Bolt is an
Usain Bolt. All right. Usain Bolt. And what does he do?
uh, is a art
An
athlete.
athlete. He's an athlete. Usain Bolt, he's an athlete. I think he was, he was the winner of one of the, most important race. He runs very fast. It's kind of like, wow, it's incredible. He runs very fast. So number two, his name is Usain Bolt. He's an athlete. He's from Jamaica. Okay. Number three. Who's number three?
Lewis Hamilton is a Formula driver.
Okay. And number three is Lewis Hamilton. And he is
A Formula driver.
Formula.
Drive.
What kind of
One
formula?
driver.
For okay. Formula One. Formula One driver.
One driver.
Yeah, actually, he's one of the drivers that speed up the cars very fast. Like, have you ever seen those races in which they speed up like that? Have you
Yes.
have you seen this in TV?
Yes.
He's one of them. All right, he's actually a Formula One driver. So this occupation is this kind of a sport. Actually, that is the Formula One. So you see those races like those cars competing like, and one is going next to the other. All right. So what is number four?
Number four is Caroline Wozniacki is a football player.
Caroline Wozniacki is a football player.
Yes.
Okay, let me see. So let's continue. So here we have a variety of sports. We have a bunch of sports here that we are going to do the following. So the thing is that here we are going to, sorry, here we are going to match the icons with the words below. Then we are going to listen this. We are going to repeat, and then we are going to check if it's okay. So let's listen to this sport. So look at the icons. So this way you can identify them. Here we go.
Unit 2, Lesson
Okay.
2A, Exercise 2. 1,
Boxing,
2,
archery,
Okay.
3,
badminton,
4,
weightlifting,
5,
rowing,
6,
wrestling,
7,
cricket,
8,
athletics,
9,
ski jump,
10,
fencing,
11,
snowboarding,
12,
basketball,
13,
volleyball,
14,
karate,
15,
ice hockey,
16,
surfing,
Okay.
17,
netball,
18,
baseball,
Okay. Tao, did you listen all of them?
Yes.
Okay. So then what I am going to do now, Tao, I am going to ask you for each and every of those. All right. So I am going to number the corresponding. Okay. I am going to number the sports, and then you're gonna tell me what is the name of this sport corresponding to the number. Okay.
Okay.
Here we go. Number one.
Number one is sport.
Well, actually, sports is the category.
Number one is boxing.
Boxing. Good job. Okay. You can also drama the sport. All right. Boxing. That's boxing. Number two.
Number two is archery.
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 Okay. Number three. What's number three?
Number three is badminton.
Badminton. Number four.
Number four is weightlifting.
Weight lifting.
Lifting.
All right. Weightlifting. Oh. So all the sports are very good because whenever we practice the sports, our body keeps healthy. We feel better and we protect our body from anything. Number five.
Number five is rowing. Rowing.
Rowing. That is correct. Good job. Number six.
Number six is wrestling.
Yeah, wrestling. Actually, I think in some countries in Asia, they practice wrestling. I think in Japan, in Vietnam, do they practice? Do you have wrestling in Japan, in Vietnam?
I think yes.
So you have, I know you have football, right?
Yes.
Yeah, football is everywhere, right? Do you have cricket?
I think no.
Basketball? Do you have basketball?
Yes.
Oh, I love basketball. So here in America, we practice a lot of basketball. So and then number six, you say is wrestling. Okay. Number seven. What is number seven?
Number seven is cricket.
Cricket. Good job. Number eight.
Number eight is athletic.
Okay. So let me see. Number 8, just to make sure. Let me see something. Athletics, that's right. Number 9.
Number 9 is um, ski jumping.
Okay. Number 10.
Number 10 is fencing.
That's right, fencing. Number 11.
Is snowboarding.
Snowboarding. Wow. You are impressive. Good job. Number 12. That's easy.
Now is
That's easy.
basketball.
Very good. Okay. Did you see NBA? Do you know the NBA? The basketball games from the America. Are you able to see that in Vietnam or only the local basketball from Vietnam?
Yes.
Local. So it's not being like trans. Actually, the basketball from the United States is not displayed there in Vietnam.
Mm,
Only the local.
think,
Nói vài địa điểm
local.
Okay.
ở trường con.
Địa điểm.
Ừ.
Okay. So let's continue. Number 13.
Nói được những cái đấy à?
It's volleyball.
Volleyball. Another nice sport. Number 15.
Now 13 is number 14.
14. I'm sorry. Number 14.
14 is karate.
Karate. That's right. And then the 15. I'm sorry.
The 15 is ice hockey.
Ice hockey. That is correct. Well done. So in Canada, they play that a lot, and here as well. So number 16.
It's surfing.
Surfing. That is correct. 17.
Is the netball.
Network. That's correct. 18.
18 is baseball.
Yeah, baseball. That is my favorite sport. So now I want to ask you a question. Okay. So look at the sports that we have seen here. Okay. So which one of those sports? This is an open question. All right. It's not there. It's not in the presentation. It's not there. Which of those sports, which one do you think is the most popular?
I think it's athletic and football.
In my opinion, I also share the same perspective. I think football and athletics are the most popular. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's talk about this. Very important. Okay. So we normally use play. So some especially verbs that we need to take into account, such as play, go, and do. We normally use those verbs. As I told you before, verbs are actions. The verbs are action. It means if you play, maybe football, basketball, baseball, okay? So it's an action. So in this case, actually play is an action. Go, when you go, is an action. Do, when you do something, is an action. So we normally use play with, for example, talking about a team, when we play like a game or when we play like any type of a sport. Okay, here you have an example. For example, play badminton. So we have the case of go. So we also use go, for example, talking about sports in this way. With a sport, we can say, for example, go cycling. Okay, go cycling. For example,
Okay.
let's say that you are going to hike. You can also say, I go hiking, go cycling. So it's kind of like a combination, okay, with the ing. If you can see here, it's a combination of the ending of the activity with ing. Okay, in that case, you say go cycling, but obviously, that comes from the word like when somebody's cycling. So you say we go cycling. That's the way how we use it. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay. So in the case that we do, for example, individual, in the case of, for example, when we practice like individual sports, so we can use do. For example, in that particular case, we can say do do gymnastics. For example, do gymnastics, or for example, doing an exercise. So those are activities that you can do by yourself, like very independent. Of course, there will be many others, like cycling, as I told you before, that you use ing. You use ing, but you use the ing. But the thing is that it's kind of like those particular activities. All right. Especially is something that the performance that is going to be done by the person is something that is going to be, you're not going to have, like, you go cycling, but normally you can have somebody next to you. But when you do, for example, when you do gymnastics, so it's the type of activity that the performance of that is going to be like quite independent. For example, you use your leg, and then maybe you're doing gymnastics in a separate area. Do you understand? It's like something you do on your own. Okay.
Yeah.
So then, so there is a note here that I want to let you know, Tao. Like I said before, we used to do with combat sports, even if they end in ing. For example, do karate. So, obviously we practice those sports, but it's valid if you say do karate, do boxing. Even you are going to listen in English. In English, even you're going to listen like, so like somebody is boxing, but it's valid in English to listen like this way, do boxing, do karate. So you're gonna listen to this. Even you listen, all right, differently, but also that is valid. Okay.
Okay.
So let's continue. So let's see here. Now that you have already listened those statements, those explanations, let me see how do you do this. I am gonna tell you. I want you to especially to tell me, now that you already listened the explanation. I want you to tell me, all right, what is gonna be the proper way, or you're gonna tell me the way to say it. Okay. So I'm gonna mention the number one. The number one is boxing. How would you say that?
I said doing boxing.
Yeah, do boxing. You can say do boxing. All right. If you
Yeah.
are doing the action, okay, if you are doing the action, or like at the moment you are like executing the action is taking place at the moment, right there. So you say, okay, I am doing boxing, or maybe Mike Tyson is doing boxing, or somebody's doing boxing. But yeah. Okay. Number two.
Number two is he is doing archery. at the moment.
Okay. So number 3,
Our number 3 is uh, my sister is playing badminton
that is correct.
this
Okay.
moment.
And what about number 4?
Number 4 is he he will do web lighting
Lifting.
in the
Okay.
morning.
Yeah. Also, weight is gonna be lifting. Okay, lifting. Okay, number 5.
Uh, Number 5 is she go rolling
Rowing. Rowing. Okay.
rowing.
Number 6.
Number 6 is uh, they do wrestling.
Wrestling. That's wrestling. That's right. Number 7. You know,
Number
number
7
7 depends on a team. All right,
uh,
and that is a game. What is that going to be for number 7?
is they play cricket.
Yeah, that's right. Playing cricket. All right. Number
Yeah.
8.
Number 8 is do athletic.
That's right. That is correct. So let me see. And what about number 9?
Number 9 is uh, do ski jumping.
Yeah, normally there is something. Yeah, look at here. Something that is very important. For example, this type of sports, actually, this type of sports, some of them they can be do by groups, but it's kind of like it's not like a game. Okay, so
Yeah.
it's like some of them they can be like independent, but are not being like practiced in a team, so they can either be independent or maybe a competition with somebody else. Okay,
Okay.
so let's continue.
Mm, Number 10 is uh, mm, do fencing.
Yeah, let me see. Do fencing, yeah, because that's
Uh,
individual. Yeah, one-on-one. Do fencing.
mm,
Okay,
Number
number
11
11.
is I think is going go no sporting.
Okay, that's right. Go. And let me ask you something. I have a question for you. And why in this case, in this particular case, was did you use go?
Uh, because uh, the sport is ending in a ILG.
Yeah, and also because it's the kind of a sport that entails like they a lot, like I said before, right here. You know, is the kind of a sports that the person can be independent, but also can be followed by some other people, and not necessarily you have to go with a team. That's right. Well done. Good job. So number 12,
Number 12 is
play, go, or do.
thing is play.
That's right. And why?
Because this sport is a playing team.
That's right. That is correct. It's play by a team.
Yeah. Number
Okay.
13 is play volleyball.
All right. And 14,
14 is do karate.
good job. Very good. And what about number 15?
Number 15 is play ice hockey.
That is correct. And obviously, you know that's been played by a team. All right.
Yeah.
Like
Number
ice hockey players. Number 16.
number 16 is I think it's go surfing.
Goal surfing, because this one can either be can be performance. You can actually the surfer can perform this by himself or maybe individually. I mean, by himself individually, with like the by. I mean, what I'm trying to say is that he can do this by himself, or maybe he can do it with somebody else, like competition, like competing with some other person, or maybe just independently. That is the reason. Go surfing.
Okay.
Number 17.
Number 17 is play netball.
Okay. Play
Yeah.
okay, play netball. And finally, baseball. Go play or do.
Play baseball.
Great job. Excellent. So let's continue here. So now we are going to do the following. All right.
Yeah.
We are going to listen to 8 commentaries. All right. And we are going to identify the sports. So please pay attention. Okay. So you are going to choose, all right, from the sports in the exercise. The exercise 2, the previous one.
Okay. Okay. Commentary.
Okay. Let me know if you are able to listen it.
Lesson 2A.
Okay.
Exercise 6.
Here we are.
1,
We're in the 19th minute of the final and Poland are on the attack. Oh, what a shot! But the goalkeeper saves it. Wait a moment. What's happening? There's a fight. The players are taking off their gloves, throwing them down onto the ice and fighting.
2,
Okay, what do you think
This
is
is
number
her final attempt, and the crowd.
before going ahead with this, what do you think is number 1? Did you listen well? The number 1?
First, I think it's the ice hockey.
Ice hockey. Well done. So give me 1 second. Okay, let's continue.
Crowd is silent as she prepares herself. Now she's ready. Here she comes, going faster and faster, and she's in the air. Now she's down. She's landed back on the snow. What's the
Okay.
distance? Nearly 200 meters. Amazing.
Did you listen to number 2?
3,
The British fighter moves forward and what a punch! His opponent is on the floor of the ring. He isn't moving. The referee stops.
Let me just go back. Okay, what is number 2 for you?
I think it's the snowboarding.
Okay, you say snowboarding.
Yes.
Let's listen once again, just to make sure. We are gonna pay attention one more time. So listen here, listen carefully.
3,
The British fighter moves forward
I'm
and
sorry.
what a punch! His opponent is on the floor of the ring. He isn't.
We're in the 19th minute of the
I'm
final
playing
and
back.
Poland are on the attack. Oh, what a shot! But the goalkeeper saves it. Wait a moment. What's happening? There's a fight. The players are taking off their gloves, throwing them down onto the ice and fighting.
Okay, so let's
2.
listen number 2 now again.
This is her final attempt, and the crowd is silent as she prepares herself. Now she's ready. Here she comes, going faster and faster, and she's in the air. Now she's down. She's landed back on the snow. What's the distance? Nearly 200 meters. Amazing.
Okay.
3.
What do you have in number 2?
The British fighter moves forward and what a punch! His opponent is on the floor of the ring. He isn't moving. The referee starts counting. 1, 2.
What is the one you have in number 2, Tao?
I think it was snowboarding.
Okay, so let's continue with number 3.
3, 4. The British boy is waving his gloves in the air. He thinks he's the winner.
So let me see.
4.
Let me go back to number 3.
1. Floor of the ring.
Okay.
The British fighter moves forward and what a punch! His opponent is on the floor of the ring. He isn't moving. The referee starts counting. 1, 2, 3, 4. The British boy is waving his gloves in the air. He thinks he's the winner.
Okay.
It's
What?
4.
wrestling.
That is right. That is right. So he said he's counting. 1, 2, 3, 4. Done. All right. So number 4. Let's see. Let's listen with number 4.
Smith throws the ball to Jones. Jones runs forward and passes the ball back to Smith. Smith shoots. Yes, it's in the basket. The score is 36-all.
5.
She's still
Okay.
about 150 meters.
Okay. So number 4. Did you listen well? Number 4.
Yes, I listen. Past
What
I
do you think?
basketball.
Basketball? Let me see. Let me just make sure one more time, as there are some other sports similar. I mean, there are some sports that are very similar. So make sure. This way, I'm sure that you have the correct answer.
Yes.
What's happened? Okay. So let's listen here.
Jones runs forward and passes
Okay.
the ball back to Smith. Smith shoots. Yes,
You say
it's in the
basketball, right?
basket. The score
Yeah.
is
That is
36-all.
correct. Good job. So then I'm gonna just
5.
stop it right here. I'm gonna just going to stop this. Okay. Okay. Well, apparently number 3 was boxing. It's so similar to wrestling. Look at here, Tao. Number 3 is boxing. Actually, it was not wrestling. If you have it, you can correct it. Wrestling and boxing, they have some similarities. The thing is, like, boxing is with your hands like this, and wrestling we use like the whole body. Then number
Yes.
3, I think you had wrestling. Okay, we both have this one, so you can correct it, and then you write boxing. Okay,
Okay.
because what's happened is that since they are very similar sports, in certain ways, they are contact. They are the well known contact sports, because people have to use their hands to fight. So it's gonna be the number 3, boxing. Okay, so here I have
Okay.
some questions for you. Number one, so which sport you enjoy watching? I think you told me badminton, or is there any other one?
Um, I think I don't often hear the sport.
You do not follow sports.
Yes.
Okay, and the only one you kind of like a little bit is badminton, or is there any in specific that is a little, at least a little bit appealing for you?
Uh, thing is football.
Or football? Okay, perfect. And let's talk about your. I know you told me that you are not a loving person, but who is your favorite footballer or soccer
Mm,
player?
thing is
What is his name?
I the thing is Ronaldo.
You mentioned Ronaldo.
Mm, the thing is
Do you know Ronaldo? He's from Brazil.
yeah. Yes.
Oh, yeah, he's very popular. Yeah. Do you know Neymar?
Uh, I I see yes.
Yeah, I love Neymar. He's also very fast. He plays with his head like I love that. He's kind of like all the time. He's like, playing with the ball with his head like this, pop, and he hit it with his head the ball like that. Ta. I love that. So number two, let me see. What about you? Which sport do you enjoy doing?
Um, my sport I enjoy doing is badminton.
The sport. Say it again one more time.
The sport I
Okay.
enjoy doing is
Is
uh,
badminton.
badminton and basketball.
Okay, the sport you enjoy doing is badminton and
Basketball.
basketball. Perfect. So, and when do you do then? Do you play basketball or maybe at a school, or when do you do then?
Basketball. I often go when in the school.
At a school? So at a school,
Yes.
do you guys play basketball like in a team and all that? There in
Yes.
Vietnam? Oh, very good. Here as well. Very good. So let me ask you something. Which sports do you find boring? Like you don't like, you feel like,
Uh, I think is athletic
athletic, okay? And why? Can you tell me why?
because it's run in is to-
Okay. So what is that you don't like from this type of the sports, athletics, right? Is there something like you say, oh my God, I don't like because there are too much people doing the same, or maybe because it takes so long? What is the
yeah.
reason? It takes
It's is run. It's only run, not
okay. I understand because it's only doing the same, right? Like running, running, running.
yes,
Okay, I understand. It's so repetitive, you mean, right?
yes.
It's repetitive. Okay, good job. Okay, well, so we are having this here, but I think we are running a little bit out of time. So what I'm gonna do, let me see. I think we still have time to do this exercise. Let me see. Okay, yeah, we still have time to do this one. Okay, so this is what we are going to do, Tao. Okay, we are
Yeah.
going to perform this conversation and then we are gonna complete the exercise and the chart. So let's perform this conversation, you and I together. So I am gonna be Kevin and you're gonna be Susie. Okay, you can start.
I played netball yesterday.
I played, I
I
played,
played. I
I
played.
I
Played it.
I
Played it.
played. No, it's not gonna be
I
play it because play it is not. I played. I played. Right. So I played netball yesterday. Can you do it
I
once again?
I played netball yesterday.
Okay. How did it go?
Well, I scored 25 points, but we didn't win the game.
Okay. So something I'm gonna show you with the past tense is court. Sometimes the past tense in English, so it's pronounced like t, like a little semi-plosive T sound. Is court. Scored.
Sport.
Like it's not gonna be like score. No, no, no. Just scored. It's like a sound like a little
Sport.
bit silent, but semi-plosive. I Okay. Let's do one more time.
Well, I scored 25 points, but
Oh,
we didn't win the game.
okay. I scored 25 points, but we didn't,
Win the
or
game.
we didn't. You can say we didn't or we didn't. All right. Win
Yes.
the game. So now it's my turn. That's a shame. We lost our football match and I missed a really easy goal.
Oh dear, what happened?
Dylan passed the ball to me and I kicked it straight at the goalkeeper. Okay, so
Yeah.
we have finished with this part of a conversation. So let me see here. So now let me ask you something. For example, in this case, I'm gonna use two of those examples over here so that you can help me completing. The first one is compete. Do you understand that the chart? So we are having the following. So we have the nouns like an event or a race. Where do we compete? Or what do we win? We compete in an event or in a race.
Yeah.
Where do we compete? In an event or in a race?
Uh, compete in an event.
Well, actually, also in a race. I'm sorry. We can also compete in a race. And what can we? Okay, what can we win? An event or a race?
Uh, we win in a race.
A race. We can win or we can lose a race. I'm sorry. Okay.
Yeah.
So then one more. Okay. So we can win a match or we lose a match.
I think we can lose a match.
Lose a match. Okay. So we're gonna stop it just right here because of the time. So then I am going to assign you a homework. Okay. So for the next class, we are going to be talking about the past simple tense. That is gonna be the next lesson for the next class. So, and I am gonna assign you a homework. Let me see here. Allow me just 1 second. Remain with me. So it was actually our class, but the next one we're gonna see this one. All right, to be the past simple.
Yes.
Allow me just 1 second to look for the homework for you, real quick. Let me see. Looking for. Okay, let's do something. Give me 1 second. That'll be the next class. Okay. What I'm going to assign you to do just for the next class, okay, is gonna be the following. As simple as that. You're gonna talk about something that you something you did before, all right? Like maybe something you used to do with your friends, something you did in the past. That's gonna be your homework for the next class. Okay?
Okay.
Then see you in the next class. Thank you so much for being here. It was a pleasure to be with you. You did it very good.
Yeah, thank you.
My
See you
pleasure.
next class.
Goodbye, Tal.
Bye.
Bye.